Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for clicking the video. Today we're going to talk about another pair of commonly confused words, compose and comprise. Stay tuned. Alright, this is going to be a quick one. So the words are comprise and compose. We're going to file this under commonly confused words. To be honest, I was also in error in the past when using these words. I used them interchangeably, and later on I realized that they were not interchangeable. That's right, comprise and compose are not interchangeable. These words, which are both verbs, do not have the same meaning, although they are related to each other. I think that needs to be said again. They are not interchangeable. They do not have the same meaning, although they are related to each other. Let's go to the definitions of the words first. So again, these are both verbs, okay? We're using them as verbs. So comprise, to comprise means to include or contain, to consist of, to be composed of, to be made up of. So a whole comprises parts. On the other hand, compose means to combine or to make up or to form the substance of something. Okay, so we have here parts combining in order to form a whole. Okay, so when we say comprise, it's the whole comprising parts, but when we're using compose, we're talking about parts combining in order to form a whole. Let's have some sentences. So let's start with a couple of incorrect ones. So you don't say our club composes both adults and children. It's also incorrect to say our club is comprised of both adults and children. Remember that club here is the whole and adults and children are the parts, and therefore we're going to use comprise here. Okay, so the correct sentence is our club comprises both adults and children. So you have the whole comprising the parts. So the whole is club and the parts are adults and children. We can also use the word contains or includes as a substitute for the word comprises, depending on your sentence. Okay, let's move on. All right, a couple more sentences here. It is incorrect to say various circuits comprise a computer's motherboard. So we're talking here about parts now, various circuits, and then you have the whole, which is a computer's motherboard. So instead of comprise, the correct word to use here is compose. So various circuits compose a computer's motherboard. So you have the parts, various circuits, composing in order to form the whole, which is a computer's motherboard. So the phrase make up can also be substituted for compose, or you can also say your sentence can be a computer's motherboard is composed of various circuits. Okay, so this time we're starting with the whole. A computer's motherboard is composed of various circuits. So here's the tip. So again, we use compose when the parts come before the whole, usually. Okay, so you have here the sentence, butter, milk, flour, eggs, and sugar compose a cake. So you have the parts here, butter, milk, flour, eggs, and sugar coming before the whole. The whole is cake, and therefore we use the word compose. So butter, milk, flour, eggs, and sugar compose a cake. But in the next one, a cake comprises butter, milk, flour, eggs, and sugar. This time we use comprise because the whole comes before the part. So the whole is cake and the parts are butter, milk, flour, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we say a cake comprises butter, milk, flour, eggs, and sugar. So I hope that is clear. Just keep that in mind. Let's have a couple of exercises here. First, I want you to fill in the blank with the correct word if it's compose or comprise. Here's the first one. A football team blank 11 players. Okay, a football team blank 11 players. The correct answer, of course, is comprise, or comprises in this case because you have a singular subject. So a football team, that's the whole, comprises the parts, which is 11 players. Or you can also say a football team is composed of 11 players, but not comprised of. All right. You can also say it the other way around. You can start with the parts, but this time, of course, you're going to use compose because it's the parts that come first before the whole. So 11 players compose a football team. Let us have another exercise here. A total of 50 members blank our club. A total of 50 members blank our club. The correct answer is compose. Why? Because we're starting with the parts before the whole. So the parts are 50 members, the whole is our club. So a total of 50 members compose our club. Or you can say it like this. You can start with the whole, which is club, followed by the parts, which is 50 members. So our club comprises 50 members. All right. So I hope you found that helpful. Give it a like if you did. Share the video. And I would appreciate it if you could also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, so you can help it grow. Thank you all for watching. And of course, I'll see you on the next one. God bless.